Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People started videotaping. Okay? Everybody's got a camera now. And this is possibly on video what happened tonight. What happened tonight? Tell me what happened tonight so we have an idea about what happened.
I don't know.
Tell me what happened tonight so we have an idea of what happened tonight. You know, somebody had a camera out tonight. You know, that's a thing nowadays, right? I mean, this happened in 2012, Broward County, Florida again.
Okay, everything else we already know.
Yeah, Richard did it accidentally, shoot into the ground.
Initially.
I need to know your side of the story. I will only charge you with what you did. Do you understand? I will not charge you for something you didn't do.
Again, we know what happened tonight, but tell me what happened tonight. So we know what happened tonight, because we really don't know what happened tonight, because we need you to tell us what happened tonight. Because you know what happened tonight. We need to hear your side of the story.
We have charges that we are going to present you with. I'm not sure what I should charge you with, okay? We know what happened. I don't know what kind of charge I should charge you with.
I can't do. So we know what happened, but we want you to tell us what happened. We got charges that we're going to charge you with, but we need to know what charge to charge you with, because we need to know what happened, so then we can charge you properly for what you did do or didn't do. Or but I don't know. It's like, at what point do they ask somebody though, like, hey, what do you want to get charged with tonight? It's up to you. What do you want to get charged with? Because we know what happened, but we need for you to tell us what happened so we can charge you. But we may or may not charge you. It just depends.
They already know what they're going to do. They're going to poke the big fat pig finger at Larry and blame him for firing that invisible fourth round at that deputy.
Right. 7 fucking hour interrogation. And all they were, the whole time it was just trying to get him to say he did it, right?
Let me explain something to you, Woody, because I'm not going to waste that much time talking to you here. Okay, I'll tell you what happened today. I'll tell you some of what happened today.
I didn't shoot nobody.
I'm not going to waste much time with you, Woody, which is his nickname. We're not going to waste much time with you. They wasted seven fucking hours of time because they know what happened. So why are they doing this? Right? I mean, it was 7-hour interrogation. They keep saying they know what happened, but they're going to give him a chance maybe to come clean and say what happened, just in case they really don't know what happened.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? We got a call from a neighbor about somebody discharging a firearm, okay?
Yeah.
From that point on, this nosy neighbor, or whatever we're going to call him, has monitored, and I'm not going to tell you how.
I love that part. I absolutely love that part. I have no clue how this cop ever got into this field of being a cop. He speaks like I can't even imitate. I want to imitate him, and I can't imitate him because I just got nosy neighbor going on. I mean, the way he talks. And so as a neighbor is monitoring this nosy neighbor, that would be the 911 caller, is monitoring what's going on. But I'm not going to tell you how. What do you think? How?
Why would he keep that a secret?
Because it didn't happen. Fernando, the 911 caller, never videotaped a damn thing. I mean, there was no video of anything.
Okay, just think about it. With today's technology, monitored what was going on in front of this residence that they were calling to complain about until police arrived.
Just think about it with today's technology. Whoa. Wow. So with today's technology,
But I think what needs to be known too is that this whole thing took place at night. And I believe it had been raining.
yeah, it was raining. But you know what Mr. Illiterate's doing right now, right? Jimmy. His name is Jimmy. I'll give him a name. That is his name. Jimmy is setting Larry up here,
All right.
letting him, telling him basically that we got you on camera, bro. We got you on camera. The neighbor, the nosy neighbor, and
Well, maybe the trick in these interrogations is don't believe a damn word. If you're sitting there and they're hammering you, just don't believe a damn word coming out of their mouth. Don't take any of it for reality.
right, because I mean they can lie.
As police pull up, this witness, this complainant, the person that called police, is documenting what is going on. Okay? He's documenting. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Do you understand? No, explain it to me. What does that mean? Will you please explain that to me, Mike? What does documenting mean? This, this complainant is documenting. Do you know what that means? The thing is if they had actual documentation, like he's telling Larry right now, that Mr. Nosy Neighbor documented, but I'm not going to tell you how, meaning that they don't have shit. This is just their,
Well, yeah, they would have just charged him. If
Yeah.
they have that,
they would have charged them. It had been
they
done.
have that information, they have the actual documentation, footage of him doing supposedly what they're accusing him of, then there's no questions about any of it.
Right.
You just charge them and lock them up.
Done deal.
That they're pointing the finger at me?
No, forget that. They're documenting the fact of whatever's going on in front of the house. Just with a camera, with a cell phone, you can record shit nowadays.
With a camera. Just with a camera nowadays, you can record shit.
What kind of cell phone do you have?
I've got a Metro phone.
All right. That's not going to do the job. This is my everyday phone. About the majority of people nowadays have smartphones. I could take a picture of you right now or video, and there it is. That fucking clear.
All right.
Okay?
I'm going to take a picture of you right now. Wow. Look at. Okay.
Don't you dare.
I didn't get a good shot here. It wasn't even a good.
See? There it is, right there. You can't do it this far away. You can't do it at all.
Right. Okay. I'm taking a picture.
Okay, that's enough.
So with a cell phone, look at how clear. Look at how clear. That clear. That's clear. Well, yeah, you're up on top of my face, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to be pretty clear at this point. Clear, yeah, clear. This is his example, Larry. That the 911 caller or the nosy neighbor, and now Larry's saying, what? Shit, they're pinning this on me? They're saying this, you're putting this on me? Oh, no, forget about that. He says, oh, forget about it. Let's go back to the monitoring and the documenting. So with a cell phone, but what, the house is how far away, you think? I mean, it's across the street, so it's way across the street. I mean, there's no way, But anyway, that's,
A good eighth of a mile,
yeah.
if I remember.
Right.
Again, after the person calls police, he begins to document, maybe film, what's going on in front of this house.
Now we got to say it again. Now that he showed how close that photo is and how good that photo looks, now we have to say again, he started documenting, maybe filming. Oh, I'm so scared, right? I'm so scared.
So it's one of the easiest investigations I've had. It's fucking there. And you can't lie about that, bro. I'm giving you an opportunity.
I'm not lying.
Listen to me. I'm giving you
I
an
didn't
opportunity.
hold that gun.
Listen
I
to
didn't
me.
shoot
Listen.
that gun.
Listen to me. I'm giving you an opportunity, okay, right now to convince me what your true intention was.
The easiest
Listen
investigation.
to me. Listen to me. No, listen to me. Listen to me right now. Listen. That's what he's doing. Every time Larry opens his mouth, Larry can't say nothing. He opens his mouth.
I didn't shoot that.
Listen.
I didn't. I didn't
Listen
shoot.
to me. Right now, listen to me.
What's the easiest investigation? The easiest investigation. Well, then close the fucking book and be done with it. They got him on camera. I mean, holy fuck. It's a done deal, right? But no, it's not a done deal. It's far from being a done deal because they want what cops do, you know, what investigators do. They're going to twist it, lie. They are honed in on Larry now, and that's it. He doesn't crack.
Well, you're not. Maybe you're not listening to what I'm saying. This person that complained and called initially, document was recording shit, dude. As we get there, because he knows police are coming. He's the one that fucking called.
They keep pushing it, right? You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. It's been documented. Although he said documented. It's been documented. You're not listening to me. It's all there, dude. Bro, it's all there.
Let me get through. I want to ask you some questions. I want to ask you more detail about what happened today. Okay. Obviously, you're sitting here in handcuffs. You're in a police station, and I'm a detective. And I'm going to ask you about this stuff, and then I want to get into some pretty important questions that's going to determine what we're going to do today. Okay.
But if they already fucking know,
Just do it.
just do it. But now we're going to ask some questions today, and they're pretty serious questions. We're going to ask a bunch of questions about what happened today, because we need to know what happened today. But we already know what happened, but his answers are going to determine.
Want more detail.
Yeah, they want more detail. You know what that reminds me of with the more detail? When you and I were in court that day, when we were going into court that day, and that young girl was up in front of the judge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is such, and I'm going to tell it real quick. This young girl was up in front of the judge trying to get a protective order, and she was sexually assaulted by this man. And this is no joke. The girl was in tears and, you know, explaining, and the judge literally told her to go out or give him more details, right? He wanted more details about the sexual assault before he would actually grant a protective order.
Well, she already had the police report.
And she had a police report, right? Oh my God, it was heartbreaking. Seriously, that poor girl walked out of that courtroom just in tears, bawling, and it just really broke my heart. More details. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna have some son of a bitch across the road sit there telling you guys that I was the one pulling the trigger on
You're
that
not
shit.
the only. That's not the only person, unfortunately.
He makes it very clear. I'm gonna let some son of a bitch across the road. First of all, remember Larry is just he'd only been in Richard's house for 2 weeks. That's it. Less than 2 weeks is from what he said. He doesn't even know the neighbor. He doesn't even know the guy.
Yeah.
You know, so when 911 was called by Fernando, you know, of course he identified Richard because that's his true neighbor, and Richard had lived there for a real long time.
Well, and I was just going to say, the neighbor doesn't know Larry, or Larry doesn't know his neighbor because he just moved in there. Well, that really means that the neighbor doesn't know Larry. So how's he going to tell Larry apart? Oh, that's right. He's got a very distinct look about him.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Okay.
yeah. You know, so, but now he's saying too, it's not just the 911 caller.
I did
Remember,
not.
you're the last one that we spoke to at this point. There's more people than just the nosy neighbor that called the police, bro. There's people you live with. There's people responding deputies.
Right.
How I see it is, you know, now he's saying the people in the house turned against Larry, and they're all kind of pinning it on Larry. But he's still trying to get Larry to say he did it. Now he's trying to really bully him up, right? I mean, by saying all these people now are against him. It's not just, and now and that's where he throws in the deputy. So at this point, he throws in a deputy that a deputy is a witness to.
That's what you need to think about right now. Okay, that's what you need to convince me of. Because that's going to determine what kind of charge I'm going to put on you.
I didn't do this. What the hell is the matter with you, man? You're sitting there trying to tell me I did this. I did not do this, man. Richard had the gun the whole fucking time.
I'm getting charged with something tonight.
You may or may not be charged with something. I am telling you the truth.
I know you've already admitted to firing
Yeah.
3 shots.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's a 4th shot.
Richard has admitted now at this point to firing the actual gun after he did the BB story forever. But it's amazing to me because seriously, he's a felon and they know it. And he knows it, obviously. The guy saying you may or may not be charged. That's bullshit. Of course he needs to be charged. He fired the gun and he's a felon. Why do they want to protect Richard? I'm trying to understand that. Why are they even making this such a big deal when we know there was never a 4th shot? No one ever shot at a cop. Nobody did. Why did they make this such a big deal? It's because SWAT came out, right? I mean, fuck, they had SWAT, they had helicopters, they had everything going on. I mean, someone's got to pay for that, right? I mean, you just can't slap, their hand.
Right now, you're looking at a misdemeanor charge for discharging a firearm in public. Possibly get you out of here with a citation.
Well, and the 911 caller said shots in the ground. So it was never in the air. And they fucked that up in the very beginning. In the 911 call, when it went out to the cops, it said shots fired in the air. Can you remember that?
Oh, the 911 dispatchers? Yeah.
Yeah, the dispatchers. They had fucked this up from the very beginning.
We've talked to witnesses, we've talked to parties in your house, and we've talked to Larry. Okay. And he's pretty much was forthcoming with us.
Right.
Okay. Now, it's your firearm, you're responsible for it. Okay. We need you to be completely honest about that 4th shot. If we can prove otherwise, which it's a good likelihood that we will be able to, you could be charged with more charges for hiding information from us.
Right. I understand that.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So we need to find out how that 4th shot was fired.
And I'd love to tell you.
Yeah, well, you better start thinking very quickly, because that's going to ultimately decide what we're going to do here. Because we can prove other things. We can prove otherwise. Okay?
If they know everything, again, they know nothing. They know shit. Because the 4th shot never happened. I mean, the thing is you better start thinking this is going to be our big determination on how we charge you.
Well, it's all about fabricating the evidence. Nobody was hurt, nobody was killed, they don't have a dead body. They got 3 rounds fired from this Beretta, 3 casings spent, and he said that Larry has been forthcoming with him, and all Larry has said is, I didn't do this. I haven't done it. I didn't do it.
They're fucking with Richard here.
Well,
and
sure.
this was actually the first time Jimmy had been in with Richard.
What he's doing is acknowledging Richard has already said, admitted to firing 3 rounds into the ground.
It took Richard 2 hours to say that Larry is the one that fired the 4th shot.
Now this cop is looking at Richard. We know you fired 3 rounds. Now there's a 4th round.
But Richard already admitted to Larry doing it. He said Larry fired the 4th shot 2 hours into the interrogation. We're 6 hours in right now, and this cop, they aren't communicating. They don't have their story fucking straight. The cops don't. With each other. So now he goes in and acts like Richard never put it on Larry, which he already did. The other cops know that.
Well, I think they're still trying to break Larry down so that Larry actually admits to maybe firing that gun.
Right.
So I don't want you to be scared of Larry or whatever. He came. He was honest with us.
He shot, I guess, the fourth round.
He shot the fourth round.
Yeah.
Why are you holding that information from us?
I don't want you to be scared of Larry. I mean, what the fuck? Really? Really? And then he says, oh, well, I guess he shot the fourth round. I guess he did it. Well, why are you holding that back? Well, I thought they knew. I thought they knew that Larry, I mean, after all, everybody was monitoring, documenting.
Yeah,
You know, they had all this proof. Even a deputy saw Larry do it. But now, Richard, yeah, I guess he's the one that did it. Why are you holding this back from us?
Charge me with a misdemeanor.
No, I want to know the truth, bud.
I shot it into the ground 3 times.
Why did you shoot it into the ground?
I just shot it into the ground 3 times, just for the hell of it.
We just want to know the truth. No, you don't. You don't want the fucking truth. You never want the truth. All you want is a confession. You're going to lie your fucking ass off, and you're going to get what you want to get to be done. Case closed, right? Case closed, done.
We have witnesses observing this shit because they've already heard 3 before rounds. Okay, there's witnesses that observe it. Deputies already on the other side of the street watching you, setting up on the house. The guy has a fucking rifle trained at the front door because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Now they're saying, okay, we got witnesses, we got documentation, we've got, we got a fucking deputy. We got a fucking deputy right across the road with a trained rifle on you, watching you. Watching you.
Well, it only makes sense that Larry would be dead if he actually took a firearm, a handgun, and aimed it at the sheriff's deputy and fired at him.
Yeah.
Larry would be dead.
He would be dead. So what, are they not going to fire back?
And unfortunately, this deputy had the wrong address as he pulls up, and he's the one coming up to the target house, your house, and while he's pulling up, the round goes off, so he thinks they're trying to shoot at him, which we don't believe is the intent. But we need to hear from you because only you know what you were thinking in your head.
Now it's intention, right? So they're basically done with asking him if he did it. We know you did it because we've got this deputy. And so this guy is coming down the road, and so apparently he sees a cop car coming down the road and he takes a shot at a cop car. But now, what was your intention? So we have a deputy that is watching, right, with his rifle,
Yeah.
watching Larry take a shot at a passing patrol car. What do you think his intention would have been?
I don't know. Maybe he was hoping that it would misfire and wouldn't go off.
I know, but it's just a stupid fucking question, right? I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, it's like, obviously, if anybody was pointing at a police car, then their intention is probably to shoot the cop car.
Yep.
But that's not even remotely what happened. It's not even close to what happened. First of all, it never even happened. And the other thing that Mike and I found out when we'd actually gone to Florida, we talked to the 911 caller, no cop car ever even drove down that fucking road. The roads were closed off. And there was no cop car driving in front of that fucking house. This whole thing was made up. This story was fucking made up. It's sick, twisted shit.
Oh, yeah.
You can't tell us that you didn't have a firearm, that you didn't shoot a round, because we can prove that.
You can't tell us that you didn't have a fire. You can't not tell us that you didn't have a fire because we can prove it. Then just fucking prove it, right?
Well, yeah.
Jesus.
Show me the freaking proof. If you got the proof, then fucking book me.
Right then, it should have been, I'm done. I'm fucking done here.
Done should have been never
Ah.
getting started.
Exactly. But that's what is heartbreaking is that he honestly knows he didn't do it, and he didn't think it'd be a big deal to talk to the pigs. And it was. I mean, this was a big fucking deal. They made it a big deal. It had to be a big deal. There's no way in fuck they could go back and say, oh, Richard, he's a dumbass, boom, boom, boom. And they're like, well, if he did that, he's a convicted felon, he needs to go to jail. Right? Well, they didn't want to do that. They didn't want him to go to jail. So let's create this fucking story. Let's create it. No one's going to care. No one's going to question it because Larry's a nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about this guy. Fuck him.
Yep.
Let's put it on him.
We know you did it. You know you did it.
And everyone in the house says that too?
What do you think? Do I really have to answer that question?
Boy,
Yeah.
there's an evasion.
Yeah, you do need to answer the fucking question. That's right there. The mental fuck right there.
Yep.
And this is where, you know, the breakdown really begins. And it's hard.
Mental manipulation.
Exactly. Yeah. And in the video here, you'll see Jimmy is a dark-haired guy. The blonde hair, I never got the guy's name. He's a bully cop, and just wait when the next one will be on bully cop. And he is a prick. And just wait on that one's a good one, too. I don't want to say good one, because it's just not good. I mean, this fucking shit needs to stop. You know, it needs to stop. People need to be held accountable.
Yep.
So, but anyway, thank you so much. I was trying to be lighthearted once again, and it's just impossible to be lighthearted. I just want to rip this shit to shreds. So, but anyway, I want to thank everybody for you know, hanging out with me and Shelly's Shit Show. And like I said, the next one will be about, I believe, I'm not sure which one the next one's going to be. The next one's investigation, guns, and lies. So get ready for the next one. We'll see you then, all right? Thank you.